Hi, my name's Dawn and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about some of the family support work that I do at Little Miracles. So within my role, I will help people with things like disability living allowance, form filling. Because sometimes parents, they don't quite know how to word the form, particularly if it's new to them. And also it can be quite a daunting form. There's a lot to it. Many of you may have already seen this form and had to do it yourself and can relate to this. So, but it's helping people word the forms right, and also kind of create a picture for the person that's reading the form at the Department for Work and Pensions to understand how different that your life is to that of a child that doesn't have any disability or additional needs. And sometimes for a parent it can be quite hard putting things like that down about their child. So within our role at Little Miracles, that is one of the things that we will do. And sometimes it's just a little piece of advice. And also when DLA gets turned down, we will help with the appeal process, so talking people through that and how that may look. We also do a lot of other benefit support, so helping people learn what they're entitled to. So, and there's a system that helps us do that online, which training is given for. Within anything we do, we certainly don't send people out to parents to support people without being armed and trained with the right information. But with that, you would use a system called Turn to Us, and that helps people understand what they're entitled to and make sure that people know how to apply for these different kind of benefits, and form filling and things like that is very much a part of what we help people do. And also sometimes when people are successful with a disability living allowance claim, they are also entitled to additional tax credits. So we have to make sure that the person's putting in the right call. If that doesn't happen automatically, they may well then also be entitled to care allowance. So there's a knock on, and we'll be able to help with that. So there's lots and lots of different things that we'll do. And as I say, a whole benefit health check we can help people with if their circumstances change, and particularly where people have moved on to universal credit. We at Little Miracles help with that, and that is very much a part of the family support team that they get involved with. We also help with things like grants. So there's various different funders for various different things that will help people apply for, and quite often we'll use someone like Family Fund, and people don't know that they're out there, but they do obviously have criteria to meet, and we will help families make sure that they're meeting them criteria before an application goes in. And that, again, the form is written in such a way that people are putting the right information to help support their application for a grant. And that may be for something like a washing machine, which sometimes people do desperately need if theirs breaks down, or they find themselves being rehoused and don't have a washing machine in the property, things like that. But they can also apply for nice things, so money for days out and a holiday voucher and things like that, which often people can't afford. So these are sometimes little luxuries or essentials that various different grants pots will help from. And again, that is much a part of a family support worker's role. So you can be really involved in doing the face-to-face stuff, which is I really enjoy. It's really nice. It's definitely, I think, we are about the family, and supporting them in that way is really, really nice. And also meeting you, and particularly if you're a parent, you may have some empathy. But if you're not a parent, I'm not a parent of a special needs or additional needs child, so I come at it from a very different angle, but make sure it's important to the family that they understand why I'm there to help them. And it's really, really important, but it can be really rewarding work. So definitely something that you should look towards. And it can also then lead, conversations obviously lead in very different ways, so then it may lead on to help with things like education, healthcare plans. And if that's not something you know a lot about, that's fine, you can bring it back into the office, and one of our other staff will happily be able to help with that, where we have people that are more knowledgeable and specialist in other areas, particularly again with life limiting conditions and things like that. So it's lovely if we can match the right person to the right family that they're going out to see. So if this is something that interests you, it would be really, really lovely to have you on board.